kept us. I mean, we were always going to be left out of the competition if we had lost this game to the Koreans. But a very important win for the Black Stars. First of all, we look at Coach Otuado's selection going into the game. I think that today was quite great. The starting lineup was very important in determining how far the Black Stars could have contained the Koreans, and the I think it was much more of a defensive setup, knowing how the Koreans would want to attack. They had not scored in their first game. They needed win to win this game as important as we also needed to win. So to me, the Koreans came into the game firing from all angles, and we saw how they were able to bombard our goal area in the opening minutes of the game. And this is exactly how Otuado saw the Korean team, how they set up and how they wanted to approach the game. So based on the approach, you could clearly see that Otuado knew before the game. I'm proud to that he prepared adequately for how to contain the Koreans by setting up or mapping up a very defensive strategy. And one important thing about our team is the fact that the players never crack under pressure. It looks like, especially in defense, we will come to where there are some frailties, but of course, the players seem to understand themselves. They seem to understand the assignment, and they never ever crack under pressure. They are so much composed. And in the opening minutes of the game, I was quite disturbed by how many chances the Koreans were creating and how they had bombarded our goal area, very explosive manner. But our boys were able to contain them in a very, very, very professional way. Like I would say, all of them were very composed and very calm in a manner that presupposes that they had even played for years. But that was great. On the right of back, Tariq Lamptey was able to deal with the onslaught of Son. And on the left back, Gideon Mensah was also very incredible there, trying to contain the Koreans wingers, because they were possibly going to use their wings like their traditional style of play. And in the center of defense, I was quite surprised to see that there was no Alexander Jiku. But of course, because of the way and manner the team had set up, it was always going to be Ghana having our two most competent center backs. Not to say Alexander Jiku is not competent, but you could see that the understanding between Daniel Amati, who is much more robust, and of course Salisu, who also have some attacking instinct in him. Otuado was going to go for them, and with a very much focus on the bench, that in case of any difficulties, like how Jiku came in later, the coach was also going to rely on him. And we have to be very grateful that we have very competent, very, very potent center backs. All three of them are quality at this level. That's what you require. So when the game gets tough, you'll be able to come back to defend when you require to bring in one or two of them. So I saw the setup. I saw how Otuado mapped a strategy to be able to contain the Koreans, because they needed to come into the game and score first before the Black Stars settled. This is what I read from a lot of Portuguese articles after the game against Ghana. Exactly how they came in. They know that a lot of African teams do not settle early, so you need to score one or two before they settle. And that is exactly how the Koreans came into the game. They knew that the Black Stars would take a lot of time to steam up. They would take a lot of time to hit and warm themselves up into the game, so they need to score. And Otuado, knowing this, mapped up a strategy in a manner that contained them. So the first 20 minutes of the game was not for the light-hearted, very difficult first 25 minutes. But then when we started to click, it was incredible. Look at how Kudus carried the game to the Koreans. Look at how Andre Ayew worked tirelessly. And today was a masterclass, especially the first half was a Jordan Ayew masterclass. I don't know. I spoke in the morning on several platforms on the importance of Jordan Ayew to the Black Stars team. It looks like he's come under pressure. There are so many stakes for his head, and people have not been quite comfortable with him in the team. People have not been welcoming opinions have been very sharp and critical about Jordan Ayew, but I've always maintained that even though Jordan Ayew has not been scoring for the Black Stars and even for his club, Crystal Palace, Jordan Ayew continues to be one of the most important players in this team. One, because of his level of composure and because of the experience. The last time we played South Korea, those of you who were in Miami, the Black Stars defeated the Koreans by 4 goals to nothing, and Jordan Ayew was on target on 3 occasions. He scored a hat-trick in that game, and against the back of that was surely one of the reasons why Otuado decided to start him. Also because the Koreans are a team that traditionally operates on the wings. They operate a lot on the wings because they have a lot of sharp players who are able to cross the ball adequately and in a very dangerous manner, that if you don't have defenders who have composure and experience, you are even going to score on goals. A lot of their goals have been on the flank. So bringing in Jordan Ayew to start on the wings was a way of going to contain the sharp wingers of the Koreans. And we could see that on the 28th minute, it was Jordan Ayew who went back to clear a ball on the goal line of the Black Stars to corner. It tells you how important and what he offers in the game beyond scoring. He's not been scoring goals, but beyond scoring, it tells you how important and how influential he is in the team. He may not be able to deal with the level of play and how intense the game has become because of age and because of how he has been overused. But of course, the experience of Jordan Ayew and how much he offers to the team is always going to force any other coach to start him. And for this particular game, these are, to me, the 2 key reasons, because this was a player who had lost 2 balls, or say lost possession in the game against Portugal, one of them leading to goal. So how were we even going to think that the coach was going to start him? Or what was the best possible way to explain how you will start Jordan Ayew? But I think that he proved himself today. Today was a Jordan Ayew masterclass. Today he was very colossal in the first half, contributing to 2 goals, and that's enough. The inch perfect cross to Mohamed Kudus to score the 2nd goal for the Black Stars. I think that when he performs, we need to commend him. When he doesn't, we need to criticize. But the criticisms were too sharp to the extent that Jordan Ayew himself lost confidence. And Thomas Partey was, in this game, very instrumental. I think when you're watching the game out of emotions and passion, it's very difficult to see the performance of the players. It's very difficult to read and analyze the games while watching because of, the emotions behind, and the occasion always carries a lot of fans along. But if you rewatch the game again, you clearly see how important Thomas Partey was in this team.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry